Hello everyone, this is Bibi Cameron here. Welcome to a new video. I hope you are doing well, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this super cute peekaboo card. To make this, you are going to need a die set, and this is the die set I'm featuring today in my blog and also over the Tonic Studios blog. It's called Peekaboo Time to Shine die set. This die set includes 28 individual dies. Any die set by Tonic Studios includes main dies, so those are super important, and without those you cannot make the project. And it also includes decorative dies. So I'm choosing here the essential dies that you need to create this peekaboo card. You need that backing panel or plate to cut the backing panel of the peekaboo. You need a tab, the pull-up tab. You also need leaves and a flower. And this die set also offers two different sets of decorative dies to create different designs. So you have two different corners, two different embellishments for the pull-up tabs, two different leaves, this one here and that one there. You also have two different flowers and two different sentiments. This die here is going to cut a piece that will cover the peekaboo, because we are going to add some brads to make it work, so we need to cover that up. So that die there will cut that piece. So here I have all the main pieces I need to create the card, or at least one of the many options you have to make it. I'm going to choose the paper to cut each piece, and I'm going to run this through my die cutting machine. So I got all my pieces there, but I want to stamp this piece here just to add a decorative element. I'm going to make sure to place the holes on that panel to the bottom, so that when I stamp this pattern, it's going to be in the right position. So I just like to do this, but this is totally optional. You can totally skip this. This is to give you some extra ideas. You can use color cardstock to die cut the pieces, but I decided to use distress inks here just to add a different look and feel to the die cuts. I first choose that green solid color cardstock for the lips, but then I changed my mind and I also die cut this out of white cardstock and I added green distress inks. If you don't have that specific cardstock color, or if you just want to do something different, you can use paints, watercolors, alcohol markers, or any medium you might have to apply color to plain white cardstock or watercolor paper. I'm also going to adhere this small circular decorative die cut over that scallop circle, and that's going to be a decoration for the pull-up tab. So I have all the pieces I need to start with, and I'm going to bend this leaf like so. You can use a bond folder to break the fibers of the paper as well, but I'm just going to use my hands just like that. Just in case you don't have a bond folder, this is another idea for you. Okay, this is very important, so pay attention. We are going to place these two little holes facing towards you or facing down. And then I'm going to place the pull-up tab with the circular part facing up. Now we are going to align the first hole in the leaf with the little hole in the tab, and we are going to use a brad to attach them together, just like I'm showing here. Once I have this done, I'm going to repeat the same in the other side, so with the other leaf. So I'm going to find the first hole facing that tab, and I'm going to use a brad to attach that leaf to the pull-up tab, just in the same way I did before. Okay, now I'm going to insert this into the mechanism background panel. I'm going to just insert the pull-up tab like that, like threading it on that panel. And then we are going to align the little hole in the background panel with the second hole in the leaf. And then I'm going to use a brad to secure that in place. I'm going to show you here slowly how I did that. So I aligned the hole in the lip with the hole in the background panel. I just placed the brad through the leaf and also the background panel, and then I just fix the brad like so. So you can see here the back and the front of the panel, and the mechanism is ready. So this might be moving like this at this stage. So all I have to do here is to adhere the flower, and remember that there are two different flower designs. You can use just one flower or two flowers if you want, but I'm going to keep it simple, and I really like the way that one single flower looks on this. So I'm going to add adhesive on that circular part there, and I'm going to adhere the flower just like that. I'm going to allow this to dry, and the mechanism is done. All I have to do is to embellish, and I'm going to start by adding this decorative die cut at the end of the pull-out tab. So I'm going to push the pull-out tab until I cannot go any further, and then is when I'm going to adhere that decorative die cut there. So that's not going to interfere with the movement of the mechanism. You might need to keep trying the mechanism every time you adhere anything else to this card, just because you need to make sure that nothing is stopping it from moving or that anything is interfering with the movement. So I'm going to adhere this onto a background panel, and I'm going to add adhesive all over the edge, but no on the pull-up tab area. So once I have this done, I just need to cover the mechanism, and this die will cut this piece here, and then I'm going to adhere it over the panel. You can fold these little flaps on the sides of this piece here and adhere it behind the panel, but I prefer to adhere it over the panel. So that's what I'm going to do here. This also allows me to see exactly where I'm gluing this, and this has to be perfectly aligned with the bottom of the mechanism background panel. Okay, there is no reason why this piece should stop the movement of the peekaboo. Okay, and to finish this card, we need to add a sentiment. There are two different sentiments in this set. I'm going to use this one here for this card, and I'm also going to use this die cut here because I want to add a stamped sentiment. You can totally skip this, it's not necessary. I just want to do it, and I'm also want to stamp a banner that I'm going to adhere on the flower just as a surprise message. This could be a gift card, a topper for a box, or the cover of a memory album. You can also replace the flower for something else, but the sky is the limit when it comes to die cutting. So I just adhere this panel on a 4.5 inches by 6 inches and a half card base. The smaller you can do this is a C6 standard American card base that measures 4 inches and a quarter by 5 inches and a half. And the envelope needs to be a little bit larger. So the smaller the envelope can be done for this kind of cards, it's about 6 inches and a half by 4 inches and a half, just to have room to place the card inside. I made the envelope using the envelope punch board, and remember that you can do this in any color. Here's another sample for you, and that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel or visit my blog for more ideas and inspiration. The supply list for this card is in the video description, and every time you buy through those links, I get a small commission at no extra cost to you. Thank you very much for your support, and thank you very much for watching. Happy crafting! Bye!